There's people leaving comments. The beasts have no more time. They will wake up to a rude awakening. 2 Ezra 13 is another scripture that proves that the elect will be here during great trouble and will not be raptured away. 2 Ezra 13 says, "Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth." We have not seen this fulfill, and it's after these things have come to pass that we shall receive deliverance and see his return. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen, which I showed thee before. And then shall my Son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another.
It's been 5 years since the virus brought the entire world to a standstill. So are we prepared if another pandemic came our way? The answer might be yes.
We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Member countries of the World Health Organization have finalized an agreement on how to tackle future pandemics. The landmark treaty, a bid to learn from mistakes of the past, notably during COVID-19. In focus are structural inequities on the development of drugs, vaccines and health tools. At its core, a proposed pathogen access and benefit sharing system. Now, this will allow the swift sharing of data with pharmaceutical companies that will allow them to get to work with minimum delay on pandemic fighting products. Article 9 of the Accord, meantime, requires governments to establish national policies on research and development. It also ensures that pandemic-related drugs, therapeutics and vaccines are globally accessible. For the first time, an international health agreement has made that explicit. The deal gives WHO members more teeth in terms of preparedness, response and prevention. It provides the WHO access to an overview of global medical supply chains, including materials such as masks and vaccines. It will also enable more local production of vaccines and other treatments during a pandemic. While there was consensus, eventually there was disagreement right until the last moment, including on ways to share drugs and vaccines fairly between developed and developing countries, as well as on technology transfers for production. This is just the second time in the health agency's 75-year history that member countries have reached a binding agreement, the last being an accord on tobacco control in 2003. The finalized text will now be presented for sign-off at the WHO's annual assembly next month. The deal coming amid a sense of urgency among delegates of a looming threat from H5N1 bird flu, measles and mpox. Negotiations also taking place under the shadow of cuts to U.S. foreign aid and spending, as well as threatened tariffs on pharmaceuticals.
And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.